And then Joe Johnson.
Thank you. Good evening. Judd Trump and Andrew Higginson have a table booked for Valentine's night. It's table 1 here at the Motorpoint Arena in Cardiff. Best of 7.
Judd Trump to break.
To reach the second round of the Welsh Open. 10 years on from Andrew Higginson's incredible run at Newport to the final. Right from the very first round. Got within a frame of winning the title. Made a maximum on the way. Just couldn't quite close it out against Neil Robertson. Judd Trump, as has been said, last 3 tournaments has lost to people playing out of their skin against him. Saw it at the Scottish Open against John Higgins, who came back from 5-1 down to beat him 6-5. Marco Fu at the Masters 6-5, and Barry Hawkins last week was superb as well at the World Grand Prix. But the good news, Joe, of course, these days, you know, there's always another tournament just round the corner.
Yeah, exactly, and I liked what the boys were saying in the studio, that you just got to wait your turn sometimes, because the players play so well nowadays. If you look how well Barry Hawkins has been playing recently, it just tells you. You know, and sometimes, as I say, you just got to wait your turn and keep plugging away and believing in yourself. I think that's the most important thing. Enjoy your snooker, believe in yourself, and you know, if you're good enough, your turn will come. This is the long red that Andrew missed to leave Judd with this early chance. But Ronnie O'Sullivan was saying that the table is playing tight. I know that wasn't in any way, but it can affect the players, knowing that the table is tight. Very unexpected, that miss.
Yeah, and I just think, and we've seen it already in the tournament, these best of 7s, they're nervy right from the start because they're such short matches. You can feel the tension right from the off. We saw it with Mark Williams earlier, who, of course, eventually was beaten.
Yes, and Ronnie himself, of course, he missed quite a few in the early part of the match. Got better as the match went on. Look at that. Now, I thought that was in all the way. But just caught that far angle, stayed on the lip. Look at this. And that's the pocket that Ronnie O'Sullivan missed the green in. He himself said he thought he'd struck it well. So another chance for Judd Trump. Easy enough to play for the red nearest the left corner. He's got the angle to go into them as well. Maybe a little early.
Full. Five.
This table is probably the fastest table I've seen this year so far. It's like greased lightning on the bed of the table.
10. $11.
The red directly above the black. It's gettable. And he may be able to bring more reds into play. Now he can play this with a lot of topspin, or he can play it with
18.
screw. Choice is his. Played it with screw.
19.
And that's opened things up nicely. Finished a little straight on the black.
26.
And that hindered his positional play, so he needs to pull a good one out. Nicely
27.
played. They're good shots for length of the table. And seems to have got the pace of the table straight away.
34. 35.
Judd Trump lives in Essex, but hails from Bristol, which is not too far from these parts. Well, this could have finished better.
Yeah, it
42.
didn't really need to go into them because the balls did go, but you fully expected to be on something easier than this. But it's there.
43.
He's looking good.
Yes, that miss from Higginson to that green pocket could well have cost him this opening frame. It was very nearly in. In fact, it looked in, but it didn't drop. Trump is the master of the quick kill. He's very good at getting the balls open and killing off frames with the big breaks.
49. 50.
Yeah, a little like the two men in the studio,
What, Neil and Jimmy?
Neil and Colin.
Well, he's in that lineage, isn't he, with Jimmy White and Ronnie
57.
O'Sullivan, the entertainers, natural talents.
58.
Well, this game looks like it's going to be over with this blue. And that was quick. Andrew knows what he's got to do. He can't afford to miss. And to be fair,
63.
we all thought the red was in that he played.
64.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running.
$71.
Made
72.
37 centuries this season. Ronnie O'Sullivan is on top of that list with 39 for the campaign. Delight to watch, isn't he, Trump, when he's playing like this? Unless, of course, you're playing him.
79.
Of course. But like you say, a delight to watch.
Ooh, we wouldn't...
Wait,
well, hang
wait
on.
for it, wait for it.
Well,
80.
Audacious flukes it down the cushion. Century still on.
See this so many times that you get so close to the middle pocket and it goes in that
86.
pocket.
87. 93. 94.
Pick for the century. What a start. What a great start for Judd Trump. This frame been going just 8 minutes.
100. 102.
Yes, and the break only 6 minutes. Fast stuff.
So it ends at 102.
102
That's
in
what
the
you
first
call
round.
lethal. Stepped in after Higginson just missed that red to the green pocket. Trump makes a century and he's off and running already here in Cardiff this evening. He leads 1-0.
Right, okay.
Judd Trump has made a break of 102 to
Thank
win
you.
the
The
first
second
frame against
frame,
Andrew
Andrew
Higginson.
Higginson's
First round of the
break.
Welsh Open coming to a conclusion tonight. After this one, it's Mark Selby, the world champion, against Liam Highfield. And by the way, table 2, Barry Hawkins, of course, 2 days ago won the World Grand Prix in Preston. And he's won the first frame against Fraser Patrick. I'm sure he was glad of the day off. Ryan Day didn't have that luxury, the runner-up, but still won last night. But Barry back in action. That's live on the Eurosport Player right now. Ali Carter has won as well, 4-2 over Zhao Yingtong. Peter Ebden has beaten Hamza Akbar 4-2 as well. Ding in a bit of trouble. A long match against Robin Hull. He's 2-1 down there, Ding.
Yes, I think he made sure that he missed the black and red more than the pot there. Caught that one too thin. Now, can you see this red to the right of the pink? Doesn't appear so. So just the safety. A little fortunate not to have left a red on. Yeah, good pot. And not a bad kiss. He's on the yellow or blue. The next red is going to be difficult. The red to the right of the black may go into the left corner. Couldn't get enough pace in the cue ball.
6. Andrew Higginson, 6.
Well, at least he's got some points on the table this time round. Had a feel of the table. See how fast it is. Having to swerve round the green there. And a handy little kiss on the yellow. Well, two good safety shots from both players. Oh, when he plays safe, he plays some excellent safety shots, and there's another one. Just caught the paint on the red. Now he can hit the reds, but there's no way of getting back down the table. He could play the two cushion escape, or he could try and land up into the reds. And he'll settle for that. Just delighted.
Andrew Higginson, currently the world number 49. He has just slipped back a little bit in recent seasons because he had got himself as high as 18 5 years ago, 2012, so he was pushing then for top 16 place. It didn't quite happen. Thing is, though, the tour is so competitive. You know, to be world number 49 is a great achievement. But slightly looking over his shoulder, of course, because you've got to be in the top 64 to keep your tour card. There is one sort of wildcard event, though, coming up. The shootout this year is a ranking event. It's 32,000 the winner. And that, you know, people say this is a lottery, best of sevens. Well, that really is. 10-minute matches, different rules. Anyone could win that. They're not all in it. Most of the top players actually are not playing in it. But for someone, it could make a huge difference in the rankings. It really could. Could get them to the Crucible, potentially.
Yes, it could also keep some of the players on the tour with a good run in that event. And somebody like Andrew, if he did well in that event, no reason why he shouldn't, he could see himself shoot straight up the rankings. And look at that for a pot. Wow. Great pot. Very unfortunate to have screwed it off. A Judd Trump special. Well, he nearly got behind the green last time round, but this time he succeeded. Possibly trying to land up to the reds behind the black. Well, as you can see, the red does go. Can he get onto the black? That's a good shot, and he's on the black. This is a good chance for Andrew.
Yeah, and he's seen how well Judd Trump is cueing. Even there, when he knocked the red and went in off, it was a great pot. So it's imperative he puts something together here. Not been a great season for him, just a couple of last 32s to write home about. Plus one last 16, and that was the European Masters, where actually he lost to Trump. Head-to-head, he's not always significant, but in this pairing, it's 8-2 to Trump, which does sound significant. Higginson hasn't beaten him for 6 years.
Oh, look at that. He's misjudged that one by a long way. And that's how fast the table is. One of the reds below the pink may go to the left corner. He certainly didn't play for one of those. And a lot of reds to avoid if he wants to get to a colour.
15.
Well, that was a good kiss on the red. It's left him perfect on the pink. So back in prime position.
21. 22. 28.
A little careless to have left himself hampered.
29.
It's the scene here in this wonderful venue, and you can see a large crowd in, not just watching this match, but a lot of the others as well, particularly Ding Junhui's match with Robin Hull, although Ding needs a snooker, otherwise he's 3-1 down. But it's got a proud history, this tournament. 25th year of it, in fact. Third longest running ranking event on the circuit. And snooker in Wales, it is part of the sporting fabric.
35. 36.
He's a little strong. Once again, he misjudged the speed of the table. The blue may be easier, the yellow even easier. And the pink. Just got to be careful leaning over those two reds by the black. It needs to slow down. It carried on running again there.
38.
Wow, that was fast. The way he played it, he gave himself a chance of 3 reds. Now does that red go? It's a good recovery shot, but the pink isn't a gimme. Well, that will make him feel a lot better, those last 2 shots.
45.
Asked questions of himself, passed the test.
46.
So he needs the pink and 1 more red, and Trump will need snookers.
Yeah, and a good responses from Andrew Higginson. Had to take them.
52. 53.
Yes, he ran into a little bit of difficulty a couple of times, but he negotiated it. Just make sure with this pink, it should stop any playing on. Yes, he's queuing well, so game on.
59.
Judd Trump knocked in a cracking long red, but went in off the middle.
60.
Oh, delightful little shot there. Okay, the frame's won, but look at this for a shot. He played the cannon to the red, which left him on the black.
Could we start with 2 centuries? That's what happened last night with Neil Robertson and Jimmy White.
75.
Well, that's a little unfortunate. The red blocking the black, going in that corner. Needs another good one.
Yeah, so no century, but an excellent 76. He did what he had to do when he got the chance, and that was make a break from it, a frame-winning break. Battle joined, and a great start to the evening here. Judd Trump and Andrew Higginson all square at 1 frame apiece. Judd Trump and Andrew Higginson centre stage here in our first live match of the evening at the Welsh Open. The next one will be Mark Selby, the world champion, against Liam Highfield. 1 each. It's been great stuff. Judd Trump 102 first frame. Andrew Higginson responded with 76 as Rob Spencer sets them up for frame 3.
Thank you. Third frame. Judd Trump to break.
Judd Trump, the winner of 6 major ranking titles, the most recent the European Masters in Romania this season. And then just after that, of course, he lost in the final of the first Home Nations event to Liang Wenbo, the English Open. A lot of talk backstage already turning to the World Championship. It's 8 weeks on Saturday, the Crucible gets underway. So not long to go, Joe.
I can't believe it's come round that quickly. Just seems like 2 minutes since Mark Selby was lifting the trophy.
Yeah, it's a special one as well, 40th anniversary of the first Crucible World Championship, 1977.
Oh, what a pot. What a great pot. That cue ball just about coming out of baulk. Look at this for a pot. Full length of the table.
Yeah, Judd Trump, he feels like a world champion in waiting, doesn't he? He's only 27, but of course it's very, very tough to win that tournament. Nobody's guaranteed, but well, we shall see what happens in the years to come.
Needs a big bounce. Played for the red next to the black, I think.
3.
He may just be able to get it. Yep. And that frees the black into that both corners. Now he could go into them here. He's got the angle on the blue, or he could play for either of those 2 loose reds. Needs a bit of luck. Very attacking shot. I actually think he changed his mind on the shot there. He was going to play for the loose ones, then decided to open them.
So.
Well, he clearly is feeling very confident coming in, and like I say, the last 3 tournaments, although he's been disappointed with going out, he's played well in the matches he's lost, so his game is there. He's just getting the wins and building the confidence that way.
Yeah.
Yes, he got a kick there, which took the pace out of the cue ball. Still got on this red to the left corner, and, well, does that one go through the gap? It's very tight.
And
to take it in the right-hand side of the pocket. Well, another delightful little cannon there, developing those 2 reds. These little touches
23.
around the pink and black spot. It's what the top players do well.
24.
Yeah, it's about time the 20-somethings fought back a bit, isn't it? Because the older players have been dominating of late. A lot of players around the 40 mark winning tournaments, getting to finals.
31.
those guys, you know, they can't carry on forever as good as they are, and that's why I say he's got a bit of time on his side. The fact that he's 27.
37.
It's impossible to say whether he'll be world champion or
38.
not, but personally I hope he is, because he's a fantastic talent. I think it'd be great for the sport.
Oh, absolutely. He had a great chance when he played Higgins.
44.
He was in front most of the time, and Higgins really turned it on. Change of shoes.
45.
Still nice.
I was going to say, they still, I don't think they were cheap. Put it that way.
Well, didn't quite get hold of the cue ball there as he intended. Played for the red into the right corner. He may still take that red, but he could have done with a little bit more pace in the cue ball. Oh, he got a kick. The red just straightened up.
Should trump 52. Yeah, sure.
What a piece of bad luck that was. Here it is again. The red just straightened up. Nothing you can do about that. And he's handed Andrew the great chance here. 2 or 3 safe-ish reds, but it's a chance that he didn't expect.
Well,
And he could have done without the kiss. I know he's brought the red into play, but this is a tough pink. I think it's got to be the pink. The blue's the easier pot, but doesn't get him onto the next red. It's a good pot. Well, he's potted the pressure balls, you've got to say.
7.
So far. Yes,
Andrew Higginson,
I had to
7.
say it.
Turn it off, please. Andrew Higginson, 7.
Yeah, definite chance to counter-attack there after Trump was unlucky with the kick. Ooh, but Judd Trump, usually so reliable with the rest, but he's missed that one.
Yes, he was trying to miss everything with the cue ball, and that added to the difficulty of the pot. But as you say, expected him to pot it.
Dinger's pulled one back, so 3-2 now to Robin Hull over on table 3. Fraser Patrick's levelled up with Barry Hawkins on table 2, 1 each.
That's another very good pot from Andrew Higginson. Especially with the rest. Not an easy brown or yellow. Okay, nicely played, but that cue ball, he's lost it.
5.
Again, he misjudged the speed of the table there. Now, can he get through to that red by the middle pocket? Just had a quick look. He'd be very fortunate if he could see that red. We're right behind the shot in the commentary box, and I don't think he can get it. He could bring the red off the cushion by the middle pocket. He's looking at the possibility of a plant, but surely he can't play that. But he could bring the red off the cushion, the one by the middle pocket, let the cue ball go up towards the yellow pocket. Doesn't want it in.
Andrew
And
Higginson.
again, it just shows you how tight those pockets are. It could have gone in on a lot of the tables. Yes, good safety. And there's nothing safe. And although he's 40 points in front, it doesn't mean anything if there's no ball safe. We could have left something easier, that's for sure. This is tough. It's awkward queuing though, with the red into the green pocket, bridging over these reds. But this looks the easier shot. Yes, if that had gone in, he'd every chance stealing this rain. And can he be tempted by the double?
One.
You bet he can.
One.
Look at all the left-hand side on the cue ball there. But he's still not on an easy red. Just because this red is close to that left corner pocket doesn't mean to say it's easy. Yes, he wants to take this one on and he's playing it right-handed. Oh, he completely mishit that one.
Just trump four.
Look at this again, he's caught the cushion first.
Yes, a bit ambitious maybe when it's not your natural hand. Suddenly got tense. It was a flying start, wasn't it? But got a bit edgy. Oh, and it remains so. I'll tell you what, these pockets, there's not much giving them, is there?
No, these are the tightest pockets I've seen this season. Again, we've seen these drop before today.
That looked in.
One.
But Judd Trump comes to the table already in front, and this black, and Andrew Higginson needs a snooker. Two pockets have done him in, really. The green pocket first frame, and then that one there.
8. No. $14. $15.
Needs to get between the green and brown. Try and bring that red into play. Played it well. Oh, look at that for a shot.
Yeah, he's got all the shots, this boy.
22.
And he does like to entertain as well when frames are won. He's not on the red, but he could still pot it somewhere. He's won the frame, that's the important thing. He had that kick on 52, but in the end it wasn't costly. And Judd Trump has gone back in front here in Cardiff this evening. He leads Andrew Higginson by 2 frames to 1. Welcome back. Judd Trump leading Andrew Higginson 2-1, makes frame 4 a big frame for Higginson. Trump's big favourite at 3-1. Has been said, because no intervals to change things around, you stay out there, so big frame. He did have a couple of chances in that last one, but in the end, Judd Trump secured it. Matthew Selt's been beaten 4-3 by Mei Ji-wen of China in the latest result. Mei will play Peter Ebdon in the second round.
Good attempt at the red into that left corner from dead under the cushion. I don't think that Andrew can see enough of the red.
So we can just confirm a few results for you. We saw a big shock earlier. Elliot Slessor beating Mark Williams 4-3. No problems for Mark Allen against Sid Wilson. Ken Doherty, more misery for Ken. He's tour place in serious trouble right now. Wins for Peter Ebdon, Ali Carter, Robert Milkins, and as I say, the latest, Mei Ji-wen beating Matt Selt. Yan Bingtao, the 16-year-old from China, is 3-0 up against Daniel Wells. Mike Dunn is 2-0 up against Kurt Dunham of Australia.
Well, he really wanted to take that red on next to the blue. And he may have wished he took it on if this goes in.
Well.
Played it with a lot of right-hand side on the cue ball to avoid the reds. And he's on the green. At some stage, if he can play onto the red, that's to the right of the black. That will develop the black.
Four.
Well, it looks like the black will go into this right corner.
Cheers. 5.
choice of reds to play. But if you can see the one to the right,
12.
makes things a little easier.
13. 20. 21. 28. 29. 36. 37.
Still got 3 loose reds before he needs to go into the cluster. Well, he's overrun for the red he played for into the right corner, but he knew he was always going to be on this red to the middle.
45.
And just showing the cue power there, easily drawing the cue ball back for the black. And deliberately left it short this so that he can go into the cluster and open more reds.
52.
And that could be a frame winning shot. Andrew had a chance at that red next to the blue. Refused to play the pot. Played the safety. Looks like it was costly.
61.
He's going to need the black and one more red to make it 3-1.
$68. 69.
I remember the first time I saw him play, he was 10. It was at the English National Finals in Gateshead. And one of the reasons I mentioned the rest earlier and why I'm surprised he misses with it was because, of course, he was so small. He was using the rest for so many shots that are now regulation. But you could see then there was something about him. And one of the things was he took it so seriously. You know, it wasn't just a weekend out for a game of snooker. He wanted to win, and he did win the English under-15 title, which was very competitive. For a 10-year-old to win that was pretty incredible.
75.
So all the potential was there, and here he is now, one of the best in the world.
Well, I never saw him at that age.
82.
And what a shame, because I've got coaching academies for youngsters, and I'd love to have seen a boy at that age playing snooker. But I've got second prize. I'm seeing him older.
The thing was, Joe, he already had a reputation at that age. He was winning tournaments when he was 8 and 9. So even at 10, people knew who he was and knew that he was a bit of a handful.
Yep, he got a reputation early.
89.
I'd heard of him all right. What a player. And as you say, what a rest player.
Cheers.
And that was another one.
Yeah, well, it's looking like another century. He had one in the first frame. He's taking control here. In fine style, it's got to be said.
Yeah, one chance snooker. Does it get any better than that?
98.
So he'll join Ronnie O'Sullivan on 39 centuries for the season with this black. Just a cracking break. Really good stuff.
105.
Another cracker. Great shot. And he wants to get them all.
$113. 115. 118.
So Higginson facing a real uphill battle now. Judd Trump weighs in with a big break here. A total clearance it'll be with blue, pink and black of 140.
127. 133.
The boy has become a man and then some. Fantastic from Judd Trump, 140 total clearance. What a lovely break that was. And he takes full control of the match. He leads now in Cardiff by 3 frames to 1. Welcome back. So Judd Trump, 2 centuries, including that wonderful 140 total clearance to lead Andrew Higginson 3-1. He needs one more to reach the last 64 of this Welsh Open, all of which will be played tomorrow. Very busy day tomorrow again.
Thank you. 5th frame. Judd Trump to break.
The winner plays Alex Borg from Malta. I'm sure the other great Maltese player, Tony Drago, is watching. He never misses a ball. He'll be enjoying this. This is sort of snooker that he loves to watch, loves to play.
Yeah, another exciting player there, Tony Drago.
Well, I can tell you that Trump's average shot time is 15 seconds, which for Tony is on the slow side.
Well, maybe a chance at this red to the right corner. Depends if the cue ball's going into the reds. Close. But where's it finished? More importantly, can Trump see it? It's tight. May have to swerve around the blue slightly, or even come off the cushion. It's the swerve. Oh, the double kiss in. Now does the black go? Didn't quite swerve the cue ball, but with the help of the double kiss, it went in. And looks like the black goes. And it's there.
Eight.
Good pot, but the red doesn't pass the black. Well, he's looking at an audacious plant there.
Well, while he looks at it, I can tell you that Ding Junhui's out. He's been beaten 4-2 by Robin Hull, so that's another upset. Robin Hull, a terrific player, make no mistake, but Ding obviously started favourite there.
I completely missed it, that one. That red needs to keep rolling. Otherwise, it would have been an easy red to the middle pocket. Well, that was a brave shot to play, opening all the reds up. 3-1 down. Could have played off the red next to the black. Not left anything at all. Another kick. How many more? Well, he really has to get those type of shots. But he's being put under a lot of pressure by Judd Trump.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? In the back of his mind, he's thinking, you know, I missed this century. And in this case, if Trump makes a frame-winning break, it's the end of the match.
One.
Needed a big bounce off the cushion.
Six.
Don't think it's bounced enough. Maybe it has. We just overcut it.
Just trump 6.
So, a chance again. But Andrew, he's got to take it.
Thank you. 1.
Would have liked to have been easier on this black. Well, good pot, good bust of the reds.
8.
And although he is on a red, it could have been easier than this. Yeah, good recovery shot.
Eleven. $12.
Oh, well. He must have thought that he was going to miss those reds. Otherwise, he could have played it slower. Wow, that
Andrew
was
Higginson,
a risky shot to play,
12.
but he missed the cannon on the red. Don't think he's left anything on. No, it's a good safety. I don't think it's a snooker. You can see the red over the right side of the table. Oh, if you can only hit the right side of it. Well, he could try and play that red on the right side of the table. He could try and play that red thin off the cushion. Try and send the cue ball towards the black. He could hit the cushion first. Just try and catch the red thin. Well, it didn't look cuttable, that, but he managed to cut it in. Just shows you that the camera angle looked impossible. Could have done without the kiss, but he's still on this red.
Yes, and this is a definite chance now to win it.
5.
And he's got to be satisfied with how he's played. He has been playing well. We mentioned at the start he'd been playing well and still just coming up short against players producing the goods. John Higgins in Scotland, Marco Fu at the Masters, Barry Hawkins in Preston.
10. 11.
Yes, as Jimmy and Ronnie were saying, you've just got to keep plugging away and believing in yourself. Because there's no doubt about it. He's such a terrific talent, this young man. It's going to happen for him.
18. 19.
Well, it's happened tonight, and as I say, he's in with a great chance to kill it off.
$24. 25.
Yes, he's faring the worst.
Yeah, he was in a lot of trouble in behind that green. Been the odd shot here and there, the odd miss as well, that has contributed to this.
32.
It was a brutal draw to get, though. Judd Trump in the first round.
33.
So he leads by 42, 59 on.
40. 41.
One more red after the black.
And isn't it always the case? The last red, always the hardest. But he's on it to the middle. Just checking the
48.
scoreboard. And that will do.
49.
Yes, a really polished performance tonight from Judd Trump. He was on his game right from the start. He made that century first frame, 102, made the 140, of course, the total clearance in the fourth. It just looked in charge tonight. That's how he's played. And Andrew Higginson was under pressure
56.
from the off, really, after the century in the opening frame. He did, of course, respond with a 76 in the second, but it's going to be Judd Trump heading through.
Judd Trump 56.
Higginson's going to have a look here. 58 behind, 43 on, so it's a long way back.
1.
Yeah, it's a real mountain.
And there's the handshake. Now he's missed the black. Yeah, Judd Trump has played great stuff this evening. 2 centuries. We've had a few upsets, but he's not one of them. He marches into the second round of this Welsh Open. A handsome victory there over Andrew Higginson by 4 frames to 1.